All right, we continue working on metric conversions. And hey, come on in. I can say 4,287 times. It's just a matter of moving the decimal point. We're not changing any numbers. We're not rearranging numbers. We may have to add zeros in the front or the back when we move our decimal point, but that's it. That's all we're going to have to do. That is all we're going to have to do. So we're going to start with 847 or 8 and 4700ths liters, and we're changing to milliliters. Since we're starting with liters and they're bigger than milliliters, we're going to multiply. And we're going to multiply by the number of milliliters in a liter, which if the Hart Foundation does it right, it's 1,000. And so we're going to multiply 8 and 4700ths by 1,000, which means we move the decimal point to the right. And we're going to move it to the right 3 times. Moving it to the right 3 times. So, if I have it here, and I have to move it to the right 3 times, this is once, this is twice. I have to put another number over there to make it 3 times. So it's 8,470 milliliters. 8,470 milliliters. The second problem here is an inequality. Inequality means less than, greater than, or equal to. Less than, greater than, or equal to. We have 6 kilometers. We have 660 meters. I can tell you right now they're not equal, because if I change this to meters, it's not going to have another 6 in it. It's going to have 6 and some zeros. Either zeros in front or zeros behind, depending if I multiply or divide. But it ain't going to have 2 6s in it. I promise you that. The decimal point, I don't see one. It's behind the ones place. Every number, it's behind the ones place. So if you don't see it written down, it's always behind the ones place. The ones digit decimal, the ones digit decimal. Okay, now I have to decide. I have to ask myself, do I want to change kilometers to meters or meters to kilometers? Well, usually it's easier to multiply, but just because it's easier to multiply, we're going to do the division. We're going to change meters to kilometers, which makes it, we're going to divide. And we're going to change 660 meters divided by the number of kilometers in, or number of meters in 1 kilometer. The number of meters in 1 kilometer is 1,000. So this time we're dividing by 1,000, which means my decimal point is going to the left. We divide left. We multiply right. As I said earlier, my decimal point is behind my ones place. I need to move it 3 times because I need to make it 1,000 times less than it is. So I need to move my decimal point to the left once, twice, 3 times. So now my decimal point is in front of this 6. And so 660 meters is the same as 0.660 kilometers. Change from, let me see if I did that right. Meters to kilometers. And so we divided by, yeah, looks right. So that one is bigger. 6 kilometers is bigger. Because that would be 6,000 meters if we did it the other way. Pretty fancy stuff Mr. McMurdo's got going there. I'm just saying. Let's do 350 centimeters equals blank. And we'll say meters. Centimeters to meters. And which is greater is the centimeters. And I know, oh, actually, meters is bigger. So I'm taking from centimeters, which is small, to meters, which is big, which means I'm going to divide. if I'm dividing, my decimal point moves that way. My decimal point's always behind the ones place. Always behind the ones place. So I'm going to divide 350 divided by how many centimeters are in a meter? 100. Good. So I'm dividing it by 100, which means I move to the left twice. Once, twice. And 350 centimeters equals 3 5/10 meters. Or 3.5. If I want to say it that way, 3.5, 3 5/10. It's the same. What? Yeah. Yeah. And let's do another one. We have 900 grams. And we're changing it to milligrams. 900 grams to milligrams. According to research by the Bloodline, Roman Reigns told me that the decimal point is behind the ones place. So it'd be 900, then my decimal point would be there. I'm changing from grams to milligrams. Grams are bigger than milligrams, so I'm going to multiply. I'm going to multiply the number of grams, there's my decimal point, times the number of milligrams in a gram, which I believe, according to research, is 1,000. And since I'm multiplying, my decimal point's going to move this way. And so I have 900. Here's my decimal point. I have to move it 3 times to the right. So once means I have to have a 0. Twice I have to have a 0. 3 times I have to have a 0. And it's going to be 900,000 milligrams. So 900 grams is 900,000 milligrams. Let's do 2 more, and then we're going to do some customary fun stuff. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Acknowledge me. Let's do 78 9/10 and 9/10 meters equals blank kilometers. 78 9/10 meters equals blank kilometers. Which is bigger, meters or kilometers? Oh, good, meters is smaller, kilometers is bigger. So we're going from meters to kilometers, which means we divide. If we divide, my decimal point moves to the left. So I'm going to divide 78 9/10, the number of meters, dividing that by how many meters are in a kilometer. Well, according to LA Knight, it is 1,000. So I'm going to move it to the left 1, 2, 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. And I love you. So 79, I went the wrong way, didn't I? Going meters to kilometers. No, I was right. 789 10,000ths of a kilometer. 789 10,000ths of a kilometer. Actually, I'm not going to do one more. I'm going to stop right there, but thank you for watching.